25 inches tall, worsted yarn, white, pink, purple, border floss, G crochet hook, 4 single stitches, 1 inch, 5 rows, 1 inch. Yeah, so 425 approximately. Let's see if the gauge is right now. As annoying as it is to do these, it is necessary. 4 stitches, 5 rows should be 1 inch. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Is it about 1 inch across? Yes. And is it about 1 inch? Mostly a little bit longer. Good, close enough, I think. This thing would be super accurate. Starting at neck with brown, chain 19, single crochet, and second chain from hook, single crochet. On each chain across, turn 18 total stitches. Except under the cat, luckily we'll use white, is what it says. With white. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Second chain from hook, single crochet, and then in every chain across. Row 2 through 8. Chain 1, 2 single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in each stitch across, and 2 single crochet in the last stitch. Turn, ending with 32 stitches in the last row. So increase 1 in each, increase in the last. Turn, chain 1, 2, 9 through 26. Chain 1 single crochet in each stitch across the turn. So the same but without the increases. To 33. Chain 1, single crochet first 2 stitches together, single crochet in each stitch across, with single crochet last 2 stitches together. Turn until you get back to 18. Hook. Turn. Chain 1. Crochet 2 together. Crochet the last 2 together. that's about 7.5-ish inches across, but up and down it's like only 6.5. Row 34, working around outer edge, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch and an end of each row around, join with slips to first single crochet. Okay, so I think it wants to work in these, in like the sides of each row. For joining, the wrong sides of last round held together and working through both thicknesses. Join. So I think, okay, so we need a second one. And then I think what it wants us to do is the easiest way to probably use back loop only and just single crochet around back loops of both panels. The yarn ends put away. A bit of volleyball, whatever stuffing. Arm side, make 4. So 2 for one arm, 2 for the other. It's the same as the bears, so. Chain 10, single crochet and second chain from hook, single crochet in each chain across. For a total of 9. Then rows 2 and 3. Repeat 9 of head. Row 9 being chain 1, single crochet in each. Row 4, repeat row 2 of head. That's a increase in the first and last stitch, otherwise do 1 in each. 5 and 6 repeat rows 9 and 2 of head. Row 9 being 1 in each, and then row 2 being an increase. 7, 8, and 9. 1 in each. 10 to 12 is repeat row 27 of head. 11 stitches, the 9 stitches, and the 7 stitches total. 27 to 33. Chain 1, single crochet first 2 stitches together, single crochet in each stitch across, single crochet last 2 stitches together. Turn. And we make another one and join the 2. Finished. The other paws. So, right. How big is this? 3.5. by 3. Rows 1, 2, repeat same rows of arm. Chain 10, single crochet and second chain from hook, single crochet in each chain across. For a total of 9. Then rows 2 and 3, repeat 9 of head. Row 9 being chain 1, single crochet in each. Row 3, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across with 2 single crochet in the last stitch. Increase only at the end. Interesting. Chain 1, 2 single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in each stitch. Okay, interesting. Row 4 is increased at the beginning but not at the end. 5 of 7, keep repeating. 14 stitches in the last row. Oh, I think I see what it would, yes, I think it'd make this edge here, because it's straight there, but this is where the increases will be, I bet. Eight to 10, repeat row 9 of head, which is chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across. 11, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across with single crochet last 2 stitches together. 13, 12, do this crochet together in the beginning 2, and 1 each crossed. Repeat row 11, do not turn. Row 14 is around 34 of head, so go around the entirety of the bloody crocheted. And then increase, increase in the last. And then increase in the first one, and 1 in each of the rest. And then just make 3 more of these and connect them the same way we do all the others. So legs finished. They're about the same size as the hands. Make 4. Oh, also with what I don't have enough white. I need to look for more yarn. With white, chain 2, 3 single crochet in the second chain from hook, turn 3 stitches total. Row 2, chain 1, 2 single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the last stitch, turn 5 total. Row 3, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, turn. Row 4 to 7, repeat rows 2 and 3 alternately, ending with 9 stitches in the last row. Chain 2, 3 single crochet in the second chain from hook. 2 more rows. Repeat row 3. That's row 3. 1 in each. Okay, so 2 more rows, 1 in each. Around 10, working around outer edge, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch, because we turned the work already first. So around the top of the work, like we're doing a more row, and then the end of each row around the single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and opposite side of starting. Oh, okay, so the single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet is in that foundation chain. That's starting chain, as they call it. Otherwise, it's the same as. Okay. So. Turn, chain knot, single crochet in each of these. One, two. I'm not doing in the side so much as in between the 2 rows, but it works. Camera focus on this place. And then a single half double crochet and single in this starting chain here. Single, one, just gonna slip stitch to the first one. The ears are done. I did not put any stuffing in them, but they should be fine. Row 1 to 28 with pink. Repeat same rows of bear's body front. 37 stitches at the end of it. At the end of last row, change to purple and last stitch made, fasten off pink. Row 1, chain 26, single crochet and second chain from hook, single crochet in each chain across, turn at 25 stitches total. Rows 2 through 7, repeat same rows of head, ending with 37 stitches in the last row. Rows 2 through 7 for the head is chain 1, increase in the first stitch, 1 across, except for the last, increase in the last stitch. Rows 8 to 28, repeat row 9 of the head, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across. Rows. So now we need to switch colors to the purple. Row 29, repeat same row of bear's body front. chain 1, single crochet in the first 7 stitches, single crochet in back loops of the next 5 stitches, single crochet in the next 13 stitches. Repeat between the stars. So repeat single crochet in the back loop of the next 5 stitches, and single crochet last 7 stitches. And 14 stitches regular. So this is where we'll attach the straps. Now 5 again, but in the back loop only. And then 7, 2, four rows of purple, total 33 to 36. Repeat row 27 of bear's head. You should have 29 stitches at the end. Chain 1, single crochet the first 2 stitches together, a single crochet in each stitch across, a single crochet last 2 stitches together. Rows 37 to 48. Row 30 being chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, around outer edge, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch. Oh, okay, so it's the single crochet in each stitch around that makes that edge around here. But I want you to change colors as you, so we'll use the purple blue here and then swap back to the pink as we go around the edges of it. With pink would be bear strap. Row 1 for first strap, working in front loops of row 28. Join blue with single crochet in first stitch, single crochet in the next 4 stitches, turn. And row 2 to 19, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, turn. At the end of the last row, fasten off. One. Now we just need 18 more rows. Body back, rows 1 through 28. Repeat 1 through 28 of the bear's body back. 1 for 37 stitches. And end of last row, purple. Row 1, chain 26, single crochet in the second hook, second chain from hook, single crochet in each chain across, 2 to 7, chain 1, increase in the first, increase in the last, and 1 in between, 1 in each stitch in between those two. 8 to 20 will be 1 in each, I believe. Yeah. Rows 1 through 20. 21. For the first side of back opening, chain 1, single crochet in the first 18 stitches, leaving the remaining stitches unworked. Turn. 22 to 28. Repeat row 9 of head. Chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, turn. So I read through all these instructions. The instructions themselves are fine, but the stitch count that it claims you should have here and here is incorrect, which was what was throwing me off. So disregard the stitch counts here, because we have 18, not 37. 18 done, 19 not done, and we'll get to the second half. 28 rows complete. That's in pink. Going to swap to purple, blue, or whatever color you chose. Row 29 to 32. Chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, turn. Okay, row 32 completed. So we got 4 of these purple. We should still have 18 stitches. So row 33 to 36. Repeat rows 12 and 11 of the bear's leg alternately, ending not with 29 stitches in the last row. That is incorrect. It should end with 14 stitches, not 29. 14. If I am correct about what rows 12 do. Bear, leg, 12 and 11. Row 12 has you do a decrease in the first stitch, well, the first 2 stitches, and 1 across. And row 11 has you do 1 across, decrease with the last 2 stitches. Completed row 36, and you should have 14 stitches of the purple, of our second color. 14, and there should still be a gap of 19. 37 to 48, we'll repeat row 29, which is just 1 in each. For second side, with pink, repeat same row on second side of the bear's back. So second side of bear's back, row 21, is skip next stitch on row 20, join blue, dates, single crochet next stitch, single crochet in each stitch across, turn 18. So I believe it wants us is to turn this. This is now one more right. And we'll skip, because row 21 we did this way. So we'll skip this middle stitch here. Skip the stitch next to this one, and then start here. And do the next 18. Back to row 20 here. Skip this first stitch. And start this next stitch. And crochet in each stitch along, and we should have 18. 1 stitch gap. And this bit. 22 to 28. We'll do 1 single crochet in each stitch across. Completed row 28 of this other second half. Still have 18 stitches across and one gap. Row 29 to 32. Chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, turn. Chain 31, 32. Still have 18 stitches. 33 to 36. Repeat rows 11 and 12 of the leg, which is just a decrease at the very end on this end. 1 in each stitch across except for the last 2, which you crochet together. And then 12 is crochet the first 2 together, then 1 in each. So 36. You should have 14 stitches. 37 to 47. Repeat row 29, which is just chain 1, single crochet each stitch across, turn. Row 47 complete. And we should have 14 stitches total. Row 48. Repeat same row on second side of bear's back, which was chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across, chain 1, join with slip stitch, and next stitch on row 48. First side, do not turn. 14. Row 48. And then chain 1. So chain 1. And slip stitch 2. I can even get the hook in underneath. There we go. Round 49. This is just the usual go in each stitch around and each row, the side of each row. $14, $20, $28, $25, and then another $28 here, $20, the 14 across here, and the 1 and the chain 1 here, and then slip stitch to the first one. Start here in the gap from row 20. Single crochet, bring it down. Just gonna put that yarn in through on the other side. Just do the same thing like we always would. 1, 2. Before I attach the front and back to each other, I'm going to make the apron and attach it so that way I can put in all the ends on the back. Apron. Purple, chain 25, 2 single crochet in the second chain from hook, 2 single crochet in each chain across. And 48 stitches. Rows 2 through 8, chain 2, half double crochet in each stitch across, turn. At the end of the last row, fasten off. Cut 20-inch length lace, sew to sides and bottom of apron. Sew apron to row 28, centered on front. Cut 8 inches length lace, sew over seam. So that, I would imagine, is sew 8 with the lace along here first. Attach the apron to here, and then put the lace on top. I have the apron done. I'm not gonna do the lace. I don't have lace. I thought about making lace with some yarn, or like a little lace pattern, but I don't feel like it, so we'll just do. Gotta center it. This is 25 stitches long, so we'll attach each stitch to the center 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And there's one in between. And the one directly underneath. So this is our first stitch that we'll start in. And if we look closely, we can see where we stitched into it. So right here. Insert the hook. And now looking at the other side. Look at this. Make sure the front's facing outwards. Now that I found that, I'm going to put the hook onto it. Now I got the hook through both. I'm going to get my yarn. Put the loop on. Pull the hook. Try not to pull the knot through though. Now we just go into the next chain, the next stitch, sorry. And then on this, we find the next chain. Which will be right next to that one. Attach it. Make sure the knot's still on this side. Pull it out if you have to. Grab the yarn. Yarn over. Pull through. This is part that's a little difficult to do and show you guys, but you need to be sure that you're only crocheting the stitches underneath the strap. And make sure that it's not only not going through this line, but also that this isn't underneath. Because now I have to undo this and redo the whole thing. Because this is the beginning of this. And now that I have the apron attached properly this time. Still 13 in between. And then the 5 for each strap itself. It's 23. Minus 29. That's 6, which means 3 stitches on each side. So 1, 2, 3. Why did this one focus so much? 1, 2, and 3, which means that this piece will connect on the one right next to it. And this sewn together. Okay. Apron, I don't have any lace on it, but oh well. So ears and eyes same as square, buttons to strap same as squares. So ears 5 inches apart to top of head, eyes 2 inches apart to front of head, over rows 21 to 24, 1 button over rows 12 to 14 on each strap. Why would they specify 5 inches apart? You basically just want to do it along this diagonal bit. Some of these instructions are just really bizarre. the middle 7 stitches of the ear along with 7 stitches of this diagonal, and then the 2 edges, the first on the side and the first right here at the top. Keep moving the camera by accident. You can't even see what I'm doing. This one. Just keep doing that back and forth. The front loop of this ear, ear. And the front loop of that. Ear. Back loop of the ear. Go down in the middle of it. Now, back loop of the stitch we did. And go down up on this side. That's not even the back loop, this is the back loop. Jeez, I gotta stop confusing that. Okay, so for the eyes, this is the one where the measurements, this is like 2 inches apart, actually, it's wording it in the dice. And I'm going to do here, and I'm going to do it, put the button around the 10th stitch from the side on both ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this here has button. So I'm going to put the thread essentially where the pin is, go underneath and over, and attach the button here. And keep in mind that it's from the edge of the button to the other edge of the button. That's 2 inches apart. Not the center of the button, which is what I originally measured. And then I cut the button down and was starting to put the other one. And it looked really awful because they were too close. For freckles with purple using French knot. For nose and mouth with pink using satin stitch and straight stitch. And for whiskers with black using straight stitch. Embroider according to the diagram. Symbol body same as bears, cut ribbon to 3 gold pieces, tie each piece in a bow. So 1 bow to each side of apron at bottom of strap, tie 12-inch piece, lace into bow. So remaining bow over lace. Sew the base of the right ear. With head, lapped 1 inch over body, top. Sew head to body. Arms to each side of body, outside ends rows 34 to 42. Legs to the bottom of the body, 1 inch apart. Tie ribbon and bow, sew under chin. Also plastic ring to back of head. I decided to show you all how I'm doing the French knot for this, but with yarn and not embroidery thread like it wants you to. And that works a little better. So this is where I want the knot to be. So I'm going from the left, whoops, one to the left. A little like hole space. And up here. And I have the yarn on my needle. Marking yarn, it's not cut yet, so it's almost still connected to the skein. Going to, sorry, that's a little weird. I want to not have this much. So I don't want that much working yarn at the end of it. Just a little bit, enough that it won't immediately fall off, but we don't want it too long. And then, okay, here we go. So, bring in, make sure it stays on have this through here. We're gonna also give this a little bit of thread to work with. I have this kind of pointed back this way, because we're gonna push this back through here, the same way we came in. We're gonna hold it away from there. Have it resting against the yarn. Holding this bit. I'm going to wrap it. Make sure only this one end, not like this part, doesn't get wrapped over. Once, and then again. And we're just going to hold this here. We're going to keep this hand holding this yarn. Well, somewhat tight. Not super tight, but taut, I guess. Just keep it kind of in place, firm. Push the needle back through. Oop. Hang on. I need to use my other hand to kind of, there we go. Uh-oh. Hey, refocus. Camera. There we go. Just gonna push this through. This other end, I can't really see it, but I'm gonna grab it from the other end, pull it through. This is why you want this tail right here to be short. And carefully, just yank it a little bit, but not too much. And the important part is, do not pull this thread, because it will make it go really super tight and small, and it will pull through. So what we're gonna do is carefully gonna grab my scissors, go to the working end, so the part that's still connected, snip it off. Make sure you have enough to work with. And we're going to carefully, without tugging it, thread the needle with it, and we're going to push it through here. Make sure you don't accidentally put it in itself. And we're going to push it out onto the other end of the knot, the other hole on the other side. Just be very careful, don't tug it too hard, because we don't want it to unravel. And then carefully going to go underneath the knot, in between the two strands. There is, if you look carefully, just gonna gently pull it. There are two strands underneath from the two ends of the yarn. This one was a little difficult to. Just gonna carefully, and then I'm gonna kind of pull these back down a little. It's usually a little easier to get through than that. Just gonna pull through, and now we can yank on it. And at this point, we're just gonna wrap these twice to make a knot. Make sure it doesn't unravel. And now we can put the needle right, trying to get it into the hole where that came from. And or the hole where the knot came out from. Going to put both these threads, or both these ends, through. All through. Uh-oh, come on. Yeah, that one didn't turn out quite as well as all my other ones, but go figure. And then grab the scissors. Fortunate that there's so much yarn left over, but and then just kind of, there we go. And just one more needed. I'll figure this out. I'll figure it out. Maybe I should go like the opposite way. Or like up and down or something. Go down through that one, come up through this. Here, go up through here. Through here. Come back up through here. Whoops, wrong one. Here. And back up. And then down through here. Kind of. Down through there. And up through the circle. And then up through here. To the top right. And back down through this bottommost one. Or up through this one. It's kind of works-ish. I mean, it's no longer straight left and right, but it's actually triangle shaped. We'll figure that out later. So back here where this ended, I'll have it come up to where I want the next one to be. Just right here. There we go. Oh. Back through here. And then come up through here where it started up here. And have it come back down through here. And then still come up one stitch kind of right where it'll be underneath it, so or at least almost. Oh, and I don't want it looped over. Hang on. Oops. Kind of trying to move to the side. Okay, there we go. That was long. That wasn't quite what I wanted, but maybe I should put some from here to here to kind of fill in the nose a little. Ugh. Oh well. Right, now I need to knot it somehow in a way that, see, this is why this should have been done before we stuffed the head, because you just, now you're stuck with these long ass yarn lengths. Maybe if it was embroidery thread, it still would be pretty terrible. I guess. How are we gonna do this? Let's start at least I can get that a little easier if I do it right here. Smooth on the stitch above it. Oh, I pulled that too tight. That's one around itself, and now we need a second. And just put it right here. There we go. Actually, so what I should do is kind of a similar thing. Where was the last end for the yarn? Right here, right? Okay. So we want it to come down and end right here. So we'll just do a knot somewhere right here next to it. Like one of these threads here. Or one of these loops really close to where we want the yarn to end. Where we would have put it through. And put it through, I guess. Come on. Get the full. Here. Oh my god. Fucking hate this stupid yarn sometimes. There we go. And then I just similar thing. And then my scissors. There we go. That doesn't look too bad for yarn embroidery. And I come down about someone nearby right here. Doesn't really matter because we'll be bringing it up here and oh yeah, so I should have made the nose one longer downwards, I think. Here, and then just do the same. Oh, will I do that? Then it won't be. Yeah, I guess I'll have to. Fine, I guess it just uses a lot of yarn underneath. I would have rather not. Here, I think. And then I want to tie a knot here, so let's kind of spread up a little. Find a loop right here as close to where we would insert it as possible. And just get this other one out of the way. That actually made a knot or not, but unintended. Yeah, I think that's good. And pull up this end and do the same thing. Oh, I should have given myself a little bit more work with there, but whatever. That doesn't really work, does it? No. Or I could have just tied the two ends together. That probably would have been simpler. I wonder if that's loud enough to be heard on the phone. Recording, whatever. The bird flock. Alright, that's not too bad though. One inch from the top. That's this row right here. Where are my sequins? I'm gonna mark it down. So right here in this row, or this gap, I guess, I'm just gonna make sure I get the maybe I should. No, that I do it too far over. I won't be able to tell. Here we go. Just something so I know which row it's in. Bottom and top of the head are 18. There are 13 stitches in between the straps, so 13. So from here to here is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Don't tell me it's an uneven number. Why would you do this to me? No, it's an uneven number, isn't it? So this one has one stitch at the center, and this has two technically left, which means I have to pick one of the 18 to be the center. I hate that. So that's right here in that center. This part here to this part right here. Which means I should start from I want to start from like this side. Just trying to figure out. I think it'll be this stitch here, so I'll put one right next to it. Stitch just to the side of this bin. So this stitch here into this corner stitch right there. Right in front of it. Right above my finger, anyways. I chose to connect with the back loops, not the back loops of this, but the back loop of the stitches in these 34 to 42. So 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I'll mark the one just before it. So 34 would be right here. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Come on, closer. Yeah, that was 9. Line up here, right where the curve is. And we'll do the same on the opposite side. We'll attach to, here, the bottommost edge of this one, which is, I think, this one, probably. I'll have to actually go in and count them, but we would just do that. So one in each, instead of that weird, instead of doing the weird 1 inch apart. Oh, the arms.